The highway shadow, Interstate 90, at night was a place most drivers avoided unless absolutely necessary. The forest pressed tight on both sides of the road, forming a tunnel of blackness that swallowed light. Locals whispered about strange disappearances, about headlights found abandoned with engines still running. The police called it bad weather. Drivers called it the dead mile. Daniel had heard the stories dozens of times, but he never believed in ghosts or curses. He'd been a truck driver for almost 20 years. He had driven through storms that ripped roofs off houses, through deserts where heat shimmered like waves, through nights so dark he could barely see his own hands. Nothing scared him until that night. The clock on his dashboard read 12:41 a.m. when he first saw the figure. At first, he thought it was a person standing on the shoulder of the highway, waving for help. But as his truck rolled closer, Daniel realized the figure wasn't waving, it was just standing there, perfectly still, perfectly silent. He slowed, thinking maybe it was someone injured. The figure stepped onto the road. Daniel's breath caught in his throat. It didn't walk normally. It glided, its movements too smooth, too silent, like a shadow sliding across ice. The headlights washed over it, but its shape absorbed the light instead of reflecting it. No face, no features, just a tall, thin silhouette darker than the night around it. "Hey!" Daniel shouted through the open window. "You okay? Do you need help?" No response. The figure raised an arm, long and bony, and pointed toward the forest. That's when Daniel heard it, a faint sobbing, like a young girl crying for help. The sound drifted from deep among the trees, soft, fragile, desperate. It made the hairs on his neck rise. He stepped out of the truck slowly. The cold hit him instantly, sharper than before, like the air itself had turned against him. The figure didn't move, didn't breathe, didn't blink. "Who are you? Is someone out there?" Daniel asked, voice trembling. The sobbing grew slightly louder. "Help me, please. I'm lost." The girl's voice echoed strangely, as if the trees were pushing the sound outward. Daniel took a step toward the forest. That's when the whisper came. "Don't go." It came from directly behind him. He spun around and found the faceless figure inches from his face. No sound had warned him. It had moved without disturbing a single leaf, a single grain of gravel. Daniel stumbled back. His chest tightened. Every survival instinct screamed at him to run. But the girl's voice cried again. "Please help me." Daniel turned toward the trees and froze. Something huge moved between the branches. Something crawling. Heavy. Slow. The ground vibrated beneath its weight. A low, deep growl rumbled from the darkness. The crying twisted into a distorted, monstrous noise, half child, half animal. The faceless figure tilted its head slightly, as if listening. Then the whisper came again, colder than ice. "She isn't human." Daniel panicked. He ran to the truck, slamming the door, jamming the key into the ignition. The engine roared to life. His hands shook violently. He checked the mirrors. The road behind him was empty. But the roof of the trailer shifted. Something was on top of it. Daniel felt the entire truck rock as the weight moved. He pressed harder on the gas, speeding up to 60, 70, 80 miles per hour. Wind roared. His heart pounded. Then, a massive, elongated limb slapped down across the windshield. Dark, bony fingers spread across the glass like the legs of a giant spider. Daniel screamed, swerving the truck violently. The creature clung on, lowering its head slowly to peer through the glass. Its face, or what should have been a face, was a stretched mask of skin, with holes where eyes should have been and far. Too many teeth stretching across him. Impossible grin. The truck veered toward the forest. Daniel yanked the steering wheel. The horn blared. Tires screeched. The world became a blur of darkness and flashing lights. Then, CRASH. Silence, cold, darkness. When daylight came, the police found the truck in the middle of the dead mile. No crash marks, no damaged engine running, lights on, door open. Daniel was gone, as if he had stepped out for a moment and vanished into thin air. But what frightened the officers most was the trail. Deep, claw-like marks scraped along the roof of the trailer long. Jagged grooves burned into the metal, as if something massive had crawled across it. Locals still talk about that night. Some say Daniel's voice can be heard calling for help from the forest. Others claim a faceless figure now stands on the roadside, pointing into the darkness, warning drivers to keep moving. But ask any trucker who has driven the dead mile after midnight, they all agree on one thing. If you hear a little girl crying in the woods, if you see a tall, faceless figure on the road, if you feel something heavy crawling on top of your vehicle, don't stop, don't look, just drive, or you may disappear like all the others.